So this is the 5th game that I'll be reviewing today. This is us on Rialto. This is a pretty decent win for us, which we definitely needed at this point in the day. And we're continuing running the same composition. They're running the Sim, and they're running the Zen instead of the Moira, and they're running the Zarya instead of the Hog or Sigma. I really dislike this composition by them. This is much harder to play. The Zen is greedy because it's less heals for more damage than the Moira, but I think it's very hard for them to actually play that properly. And the Zarya is very fast tempo, whereas the Sigma is much slower tempo, which yet again is much more aggressive. It does make sense to play the high damage, high aggro team composition, so at least it makes sense in someone. And then the Symmetra isn't a lot of damage, so I can't necessarily completely question it. Alright, so both our shields just get completely melted instantly. They throw the Ash Dynamite in, but it doesn't get anything. So they have the Sim turret here, the Sigma's aware of that pretty quickly. We get rid of that. We're healing our Sigma up. Our Mercy's on fire. Do we lose our Mercy? We need to make sure our Moira knows about this, wherever our Moira is, because Moira is who's supposed to peel for this Mercy here. If you're on fire, you need to make sure this Moira knows, because if you die here, which you don't, you get very close to dying though, we lose this fight. And the fact that you can play so passive right now because you're so low waiting for heals means the Sigma gets cut off here. He goes to the health pack though, and he should be fine. We chase the Zarya down now that she's in this back room by herself. Right, she uses her bubble. We go after her though. We kill the Zarya. We kill their Zen. We pull their Sim forward. Big Dynamite. Okay, that's another thing we probably should be a bit more focused on. Is trying to shoot the Dynamite. Shooting the Dynamite and actually blowing it up here would have gotten 3 people on fire. The fact that it takes a little while to do that, it just gets it less value. This Mercy's here. She gets the res off, but we kill the Mercy. They res this Ashe. We're aware of this Ashe. We stun her. We pull. She dies. And we cap point. And then we push forward. So basically what we do here is we're keeping the Echo and the Mercy on point. That's fine. They haven't moved any, that doesn't matter. We kill their Zen because he plays aggro. They throw the TNT on the ground with me. The Ashe is up on this high ground. This is the Ashe's main job here. Our Ashe's job is to contest this Ashe. So the fact that they're playing the mirror of the Ashe. The Ashe shouldn't be playing as much with the team. The Ashe is not as much of a glass cannon as McCree is. She has an escape ability that's much better, and she can play at much further distances. So Ashe can afford to be playing way back here, and she can be aware of this Ashe that's up on the high ground here. The Ashe needs to fight this 1v1, because otherwise right now their Ashe is uncontested on this top. Or the Echo can jump up there and try and contest it as well. Either one of those works. But someone needs to contest it, and the Ashe does. The Ashe goes up and chases her. That's exactly what I want to see from the Ashe. Is to try and stop her from getting the ability to just shoot us from the high ground here uncontested. So she's super low. She gets her. Nice. Our Sigma kills their Orisa. We kill their Ashe. We go for this res. I mean, I guess there's not really much they can do to stop you from resing there. It's not a bad res. We pop the Gravitic Flux. Kills their Zen. Kills their Mercy. Their Zarya hits the ground. She's very low. It's just their Sim on point. We clean that up. Cap point. And we chase this Orisa. If we can, so yeah, everyone should be running forward here except for like 1 or 2 people who are going to stay on the point, which I think the people to stay on point, probably actually the Ashe and the Mercy would be fine. Everyone else should be pushing forward here to try and clean up this Orisa, because we do end up cleaning up this Orisa, but if we had more people here, we could punish this Moira as well for being this far forward. So Mercy's here. She's gonna back up though instead of go for the res.
This is my will.
This Moira's up on high ground above us. She's possibly going to try and contest this point again. I don't really see what she's doing right now. The Echo goes to chase, that's right. Yeah, so that just, you know, kind of tell her to fuck off. She backs up, they throw Grav in, and they clean this fight up pretty well after that. So we, very early in this fight, we start off with the turning into the Zarya. I think this is a bit earlier than we probably wanted it to be, but we can work with it. In this case, the Mercy needs to be damage boosting this. Mercy needs to be damage boosting the Zarya as we pull this off. This wasn't coordinated with the team very well, but we need to keep the Zarya alive, and we need to keep her doing damage. Because Zarya does a ton of damage. Zarya does so much damage, but she's... So we're playing back with the Orisa here because we bongoed early. I don't like this bongo. I think this is too early. I think we bongo when we turn this corner. Because this is much harder for them to defend. Whereas this, they have the shorter sightline, so they can get out of this. We should help our Zarya push forward here, though, because now we lose the Zarya and we don't get the Graviton Surge out of it. Zarya does so much damage, even without the Graviton Surge, and getting a free Graviton as well would have made this fight very winnable for us. Their Echo's underneath right now. She kills the Ashe. We go for the res. The Ashe should have been able to punish that. She isn't able to. But it doesn't matter. We clean this fight up. It's just the Mercy and their Sim now. We kill the Sim. Kill the Mercy and we chase forward. But they have this TP. This TP is getting them a ton of value right now because they're all pretty much back here to contest this point. So it's a good thing we see the Echo and the Sigma pressure that down, kill that very early. They pop Bongo, they pop Coalescence here, they pop Grav here. We pop our Sigma ult, which hits 3. That's our Bob we put, he's in the Graviton on point. The Orisa's here pressuring the shield. I would prefer this Orisa, the fact that you have full health right now, you're kind of safe for a couple seconds. You can turn this corner, break this bongo, and then back up into your shield and get health. As long as you have armor health, which is the yellow, there's no reason why you can't try and kill this bongo. Which you do. You come out and kill the bongo. They put the shield up to stop you from that, and then they turn around to kill you. But that is overall the correct movement, is to rotate outwards to try and kill the bongo faster. Their bongo wears off with their Sigma on point. We lose our Moira to the Junkrat. I don't know, I think they clean this fight up then. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to regroup, fight again. Alright, so we go down main again. They have the Zarya forward. As far as their ultimates go, all they have is the Junkrat tire. So we swap into Junkrat with our Echo, which is a good play. You get the kill on their Junkrat very quickly. Stop him from using his tire. We pop the Junkrat down below. He puts that damage down, and he's almost a tire. He basically needs to hit like one more shot, and he'll have tire. So we just need to get past the Orisa shield. Yep. So now we have it. We throw the tire out. It should clean up their Orisa. We kill out their Moira, and I think we cap this point now. They're gonna try. If they try and recontest, we still cap, and we push forward. We should all be pushing forward. Basically, they pop this. They pop this wall, which is a really bad choice by them. The Junkrat's up here on this high ground, so it's unfortunate we'll probably lose our Echo. Oh no, the Echo kills that. Okay, that's huge. Okay, that's actually massive. Like the Echo kills their Junkrat. So he used his ultimate. He dies, and he gets no value for his ultimate. So we're pushing forward here. They go for the res. They should be able to get this res though. We lose our Orisa. Their Junkrat's behind us now, but the Echo's here to try and deal with him. He's trying to kill our Moira. He gets our Ashe, but I feel like the Mercy can res that. I think we have the space to go for that res now. Yeah, you can use the payload especially. You should be able to use the payload and play aggressive for that res. We have both our shield tanks here again. I mean, you're not healing anybody right now. You're looking you're looking for the opportunity to get the res, and you're not healing in that indecisive moment if you're trying to decide whether or not you're going to res, which is something I want to change in the Mercy play. So we all collapse on this Orisa because she's too far forward with her shield, which is really well played by us. They use the Graviton Surge in response to that. We pop our Valkyrie to push them back on that. We throw Dynamite. It's a huge Dynamite, but it takes too long to go off, so they're able to get out of it. They throw their lamp down really early, but I think it's behind the shield, isn't it? Yeah, it's behind the shield. So we melt the shield, we melt the lamp. We lose our Orisa again. Their Zarya chases our Sigma. This Zarya is way overextended, and the Echo turns around to deal with that, which is good. The Bob is here. He's clearing out the turrets. Bob is doing his thing, but he gets completely melted by the window pane. And then we stall while we're waiting for this wall to go down. We both get a res here. Now we start pushing forward again. The Ashe goes up on this high ground here, which puts pressure on their Mercy. You shoot the Dynamite. There's the Junkrat up here on the high ground, but he forces you to back out. We kill their Sim. We kill their Mercy. We kill their BAP. We kill their... what's his face? The Junkrat kills their Sigma. We get their Zarya though, and then we should be able to get their Junkrat on his way out. We lose our Moira, but she's res back up. Push forward. The Sim is behind us now. We swapped the Zarya from the Sigma for this final push. We adaptive, or we do the this is a misclick, I guess then, because we don't really know what we're turning into, but yeah, we would have preferred to have turned into, I think, the Zarya especially. We lose the Baptiste instantly. They use they use this wall by the Symmetra, but this is a kind of garbage wall because all it really tells us is that we need to play on the payload. So we can't poke from back here. We just have to rotate here. This is where our shield should be. Our shield is already right here. Our shield is already pretty close to where we want to be. This just means we all need to move forward. We all play aggro on them. And the Moira doesn't have to, because the Moira is using Coalescence. So she can stand the other side of the wall. Because the Coalescence works through that shield, doesn't it? Yeah. The Coalescence works through the shield anyways. So Orisa gets very low, but she gets burned down. Our Ashe is here though. Our Zarya is here. Their Mercy goes for a res, and we're not able to stop that, so they get their Symmetra back. But we do recognize the res, and we should be able to kill the Sim pretty quickly. She gets super low. She gets healed by both her supports though. Yeah, they are able to win that fight. They use their Valk at the very end of that fight, which is a very poor choice by them. Going to this next fight, we have Valk, we have Bob. We lose our Zarya very early. They use their Riptire. They kill the Orisa. But it should be alright. We go for the res, right? And the Orisa, yeah. We throw our Bob in, but we lose our Ashe. The Bob, though, making space for the team. He dies. And the Echo is on point, pushing payload. So they have to turn around to contest payload. Zarya dies trying to contest. The Moira gets in the point. They're pushing the payload. They get super close to the end there. When the Orisa finally gets back to such a point, we kill their Junkrat though. They use their wall again. They use their window again. But we LOS. The wall is completely useless again. We LOS the window. We kill the BAF. We kill the Mercy. We kill the Orisa, and no one else can touch. We win. Third point. So that last fight was played pretty well by us, and now we are on the defense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers.
So defense, we keep the same composition as we've been playing most of this game, or at least for this map. The only difference is that we have the Zarya, like we did at the end of last point, which is honestly, to kind of, it plays well against their Zarya, it plays well against the Zenyatta, because the bubble can stop the Discord orbs, and it means we can play at the same, we match their tempo instead of playing at a low tempo. Our Echo gets killed, which is unfortunate, and we really should back out of this. We lose both our DPS now, so it's a back out and see if you can stay alive, which I don't think happens. I think we all get wiped here. Which is unfortunate. I don't know if we even have time to really recontest this fight. We'll do it, but I think we all die pretty quickly. Yeah, this is pretty unfortunate. We just stagger on the point instead of being able to actually cap. So they get first cap pretty free. So they have 5 minutes. So there's Zarya pushes forward. They use grab really early here, which will get our Ashe. Gets our Echo. We should be able to res one of those 2 DPS. We do. They get the Echo back. They pop their trance, which is forced by, I think, the dynamite there. The Zarya plays forward with the trance. They've got Bongo on the Zarya, or actually that's Mercy. So they chase us back all the way to this door, which is fine. Their Mercy flies in, which I think is the first thing our Zarya sees to try and turn this fight. Or actually no, the Zarya just pushes forward. We lose our Moira to them. We kill their Mercy, so the Echo gets the Mercy. Their Zarya is playing forward. She already used Bubble, so we should be able to melt her during this aggressive play by her. So we kill the Zarya. The Zen's all by himself. He's low. We kill the Zen. And we push towards point. Now the Echo gets their Echo in the background. And takes this high angle on the point. Right now has the Mercy for heals. Gets the reset, and we take control of the point again. I don't really know what the Mercy's doing there. And it means we can't back up our Orisa. The Mercy goes over to heal the Echo. At this point, I'd like to see the Echo going more aggro now that she has the Mercy, and I think that I want the Mercy to follow as well. We use our grab, which is a big grab, which our Moira responds with Coalescence to. We lose our Ashe. And we pop Valk. We popped the Valk actually to counter Valk theirs. I don't mind that then. I was gonna say it's unnecessarily Valk because we used the other support ultimate already, but the fact they use Valk, responding Valk with Valk, we didn't know if we were gonna kill the Mercy, so I don't really care that much about that. But yeah, so we just chase their Echo and their Zen. We kill the Zen, we kill the Echo, and it's just Ashe here on the side here then. She gets burned down, Reese is dead, and we set up. We go back to this high ground.
Piece of cake, piece of cake, piece of cake.
So now we've got 3 minutes left. We've got Bongo, we've got Bob, we've got Transform. As far as they've got Duplicate, they've got Graviton, they've got Bob, and they've got Bongo. So they've got a bit more than us, but not really much.
Adaptive circuits
So we
engaged.
adapt. They adapt early into the Ashe. So we try and zone that and play back. And then we chase their actual... The Zarya chases their actual Ashe. Kills the Ashe. They use their Graviton, which this would be nice to have had the Mercy ult for, was this instead. We use our Bob to kind of zone for us. We lose our Mercy and our Ashe, but the Bob is here to make space. We make that's a huge pull that forces their Ashe into the zone of the Bob. We get their Zen, we chase their Mercy. Yep. And we get the exit kill on the Mercy, so just changes respawns a bit for them. They swap the Zarya to the Hog now. Alright, so the Ashe there, we lose the Ashe to the right click from the Zen up on this high ground, which is just a lucky right click by him, but we kill their Mercy, so it's kind of worth. Totally worth, because worst case scenario, we can go for that res. Yeah, we go for the res. Zarya makes space for the res. We go for the res. We get their Mercy with it, so it's completely worth. They used Hog Hook, they used Bongo. We turn into Hog with our Echo. That forces Transcendence. And we Hog. He hooks the whole Hog, but he's separated from the rest of his team now, so even though he transfers the Echo back to Echo, we just back up. The Moira gets hit, but she's able to teleport out of the last damage, and we don't lose the Echo to that. Our Moira gets hooked again. She's able to fade out of it, though. We lose our Ashe to the Echo, which is unfortunate. But we should be able to back up and stabilize at this corner still. So we're just melting shield right now, which we have pretty good shield break right now. The Zarya pushes forward, because we have Grav. We pop Coalescence into the Grav. The Echo's up behind in our Mercy. Gets our Mercy. Yeah, gets our Mercy. We chase the Zen though. We chase their Ashe though. Their Echo's up above us. I don't think we kill her. No, she does die. Okay, sweet. So they're down. They're gonna have to res that. We lose our Echo to a Hog Hook as he turns that corner.
60 seconds remaining.
So currently we're down. They used res already. The Echo comes up on this top left. The Zarya contests that. Forces her to back out. The Zarya goes for that. We get her, which is huge. And now we're playing on point. So the Zarya is already here. When the Zarya should be more vocal about this. I need to work on this. But when I dove like this, everyone should be holding W now. The Orisa should be trying to get in here. The Moira should be trying to get in here. Alright, so they put the Bob in the corner there. We put the Bongo down. Can the Bob see the Bongo? Yeah, he can see the Bongo. That's unfortunate. The Zarya, or the Orisa can body block, which is what you're doing. The Bob still kills the Bongo. They use the whole Hog, but we've got a damage boosted Ashe on him. And we've also got the Echo who's back on him. He gets very low. He loses his ultimate. They pop the Frisbee, but it's late. The Zarya's running around. She goes for the health pack. She chases their Mercy. Yeah, and they just don't contest the Zarya in the backline, which continuously rips up their backline in this case. We surround their Orisa. We kill the Orisa. They've got one more fight left. They adapt into the Zarya. So we just back out. Give them no value out of this. We kill their actual Zarya. The Mercy's back to res though. They're 40% of their fake Grav. And I think their Reaper's the one who has to touch. But we have Zarya Grav. We're gonna grab him instead of letting them touch. So this Reaper's up on the high ground. So we grab here. And they can't even touch. So we win. That's well played by us. So yeah, the main things we can still kind of improve on is how we're playing the Echo. And there were some target priority issues there, but there were some times where the target priority was pretty good on that.